Here at John Butler Primary College, we pay a lot of importance on safeguarding students, and to ensure this, what we've done is set up a whole school holistic approach. One element of the holistic approach is our behaviour management policy. And our behaviour policy has right at the core some STAR values, which we did in collaboration with the whole school community. These values are safety, tolerance, achievement, respect, and resilience. In addition to the behaviour management policy, we also set up a comprehensive student services team, which is made up of the leadership team of the school. We also did some work around the Respect for Relationships framework, which has been really embedded in our STAR values. Part of my role was to develop the social and emotional learning of students across the college. We set up some social and emotional learning assemblies. These assemblies address lots of different issues. So we've done work on inner critic, inner coach, size of the problem. We've also done work on those STAR values that I mentioned earlier. Other things that I've addressed in the assembly are resilience and bouncing back. In addition to this, the cell assemblies run every week. We have an assembly for pre-primary to year 2, and then we have an assembly that I run from year 3 to year 6. These assemblies are at the core of our social and emotional framework, developing the personal and social capabilities of all our students. Some of the other topics that we've covered in the cell assembly have been relationship circles and talking to students about trusted adults who they can speak to if ever they need that sort of additional support around dealing with a problem that they feel that they can't deal with themselves.
If we need help with self-control, what can we do? Who can we ask? Who can we ask? Everyone tell me, who can we ask? Self-control is up to you. Who's it up to? It's up to you.
We're learning about anger and how to control your anger. There's 3 rules to anger: to not hurt yourself, to not hurt anyone, and to not damage any property. We're also learning emotions and how to feel like you can talk to anyone if you're feeling any sad emotions.
An inner coach is someone who motivates you and supports you to your best ability. An inner critic can be a very loud voice who doesn't support you. The important thing is that you use your inner coach instead of your inner critic to work to the best of your ability.
In addition to the cell assemblies, what we decided to do was look at those Tier 2 students in our response to intervention model. We set up some intense intervention support for these students. So we've been running some cell groups that our wonderful EAs have been delivering for me with topics like anger management, conflict resolution, dealing with worry and anxiety, and being able to bounce back when things are difficult.
Nina and I run the cell groups at our school. I myself do anger management. Anger management recognises signs of what it looks like and what it feels like for the students. The other cell group I do is the conflict resolution. Students all now have these tools they can use in the playground and even at home.
Very much the same. I'm running a couple of groups, one of them being self-control. Within that group we do some great activities, we do some role play and then kind of giving them the tools to stop, think and then act. And as well as that, I'm also run a little worry group for our children that have got a bit of anxiety, and again with those it's just really giving them the strategies and help with their mindset, trying to be more positive and find that the groups are fantastic and the kids are just getting more and more confidence and going great guns really.
Students have found these quite positive, and noticing from data that we've had around behaviour that students are really starting to use some of the strategies that we've had because the data is starting to take a downward trajectory, which is really positive.